Parents strongly caution, the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
All right, we're back with another episode of Sound Injection. Happy Tuesday. We've got NVVA with us tonight. You guys are absolutely phenomenal for how young you are. You don't sound like you should at all. And that's a huge compliment because, when you hear a lot of these bands coming up in their 20s, they still got a lot of shit to figure out. They're still trying to find their sound. They're still trying to figure out who they are as a band, their identity as a band. And for how young you are, you already got that shit locked down, figured out, and you sound just as good. I would put you guys up against damn near anybody at this point. Seriously. Yeah, it's probably not going to be long before we're seeing you on DWP fucking festivals like Aftershock and Welcome to Rockville. So, as far as a band, how long have you guys been writing music together?
I can't hear anything. I'm trying to fix it.
Did you get a question?
I can hear.
First issue tonight.
Yeah, there's always issues on Sound Injection. All right, one of you other ones can answer or tell her what I asked.
Danny, you want this one?
I can hear Gavin.
We've been together since around October.
Holy shit. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
So I come into the room with you, Danny? I don't know what else to do.
That's fine.
Okay.
So how did you guys meet?
So I've known Nova from previous projects for maybe 2 years, 3 years now. And so we used to live in Ohio, and then she's moved out to LA, and we've been we try to just do stuff on our own. But I'm a drummer, she's a singer, and so we had tried writing music, and it just was not going well. And we were okay, we need this amazing musician that can help us write parts and also is understands production. And I was able to go on Facebook and I actually found Gavin, and so he was like that missing piece and really helped us like become Nova.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, Meg, you're up.
So if your life was a video game, what game would it be?
I'm not a gamer.
Oh my goodness.
It would be the Disney racing game. Because I'm always racing to get to the finish line and get my goals. What about you?
There you go.
Ooh. You guys remember like the old game, like Limbo?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that game. I just feel like, I mean, it's really dark, but I feel like that's my aesthetic, like just the creepy, like all that stuff.
I don't even know. I feel like mine would be like, I feel like it's like Grand Theft Auto. Like there's just always some crazy thing.
I don't know if I'd want my life like Grand Theft Auto.
No.
Maybe not always like that.
Are you okay, dog?
Private folks doing drugs, going to the strip club.
Oh yeah.
I'm too old to be Grand Theft Auto.
Doesn't make sense. You're not even where, like, you should be here then. Like, NLO.
Oh
like
yeah.
us.
It would be so much worse if I was in LA for sure. Definitely. It would be for
Way
sure.
too much temptation there.
Oh yeah.
Good
Oh,
God.
man.
So bonus question, how do you guys deal with navigating the distance? Like, is that a huge obstacle for you guys as far as that goes? Or
It
is that
makes
really not been an
writing
issue?
a headache sometimes. Just because we can't all be in the same room for writing. So I will literally just poor Gavin over here. You're a legend for dealing with me. I will just be like, listen to this random voice note and do something with it. Like, here's some vocals, do something. And I'm like, please, like, work your thing. And he always like cooks like really well. Like he gets the vision immediately. So what we do is Gavin does a lot of the production at home. He'll write like to obviously like a melody. I give him lyrics. I give him the voice note. I give him Danny helps with like drums, writing his parts, and then they all send it back to me. I go to the producer, record my take with them, then we send it back to them, and it's just like all the time like going back and forth until we get exactly the sound we want.
Yeah.
That I understand that, because like when Meg and I first started this band, we had a guitarist that lived all the way in North Carolina, and I would sit there and write bass riffs, and I would have to record them like on my phone to begin with as like just an idea, and we're like sending like all these clips to each other over audio clips. Everybody's like, how the hell do you like, look, we still have like production shit that we can do the stuff, but when you're getting a first idea, that's kind of what you have to do when you live long distances like that. There's really not much you can do, but a lot of people just can't wrap their minds around doing that. But we thank God for technology nowadays, because you can do a lot of stuff from far distances very easily now.
Yeah, it definitely ends up being a lot of like just sending stuff back and forth until everybody's kind of happy with it. But I think we're making it work the best we can. It does help too that Danny's usually in Ohio, so like if I really am having trouble with something, like I can always be like, Danny, dude, please help me. Like I don't know what to do. So, and our producer Bogdan is really, really creative as well. So like if there's a part that we're stuck on, or like we have 2 minutes of something and we're like, we need something else, he's really, really good to lean on to like fill gaps and stuff and help us out when we need him. So he's been great.
Excellent. All right, CB, you're up, bro.
So in the time that you guys have been a band, have you had any like really good fan interaction so far?
Oh, this is all you, Nova.
Yeah.
Where do I begin? So we do have a lot of fans. I am very fortunate enough to have like a really dedicated fan base. So I had started originally off by doing covers of another artist, and they ended up reposting a lot of the covers. Like this is like a year or 2 years ago. And so I kind of got a good fan base from that. And that was like the base of what Nova is now. But these fans are like dedicated. So like I have met a few of them in person, just going out and doing like music videos and stuff like that. But the like weird things that they do is they have these fan accounts of of me. Okay, so there's fan accounts of my left nostril. They're called like Nova's left nostril, Nova's eyebrow, Nova's eyelash. They draw me bald a lot. If I do like live streaming every day on TikTok when I can. I have a Discord channel. I try to interact with them only like in a live setting. Like if they want to ask me questions, I just try to like, you know, preach mental health to them every single day. I'm very strong on that with our image because I know like who my audience is and I want to be very like, you know, preaching to take care of yourself. So I go live every single day, like religiously go live and talk to them. But so they have like awful screenshots of me.
They're really funny though.
they're like kind of evil. And so if you go to my comment section, you will see like the craziest, worst photos of me, like the weirdest gifs. But I am very grateful for them. I do care about them. They are great, and I do appreciate how dedicated they are. But the weird things they do is like they just love me bald. Like I don't know, like it's just the thing. Like they just want me to be bald.
I'm trying to get Nova to shave her head.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. No, don't do that.
The red hair is iconic.
Hell no, don't do that.
No.
Don't be like me. All right, so if you guys had a chance to go on tour with any three bands of your choice, they can't say no. Who would you take on tour with you?
Gavin, go first, actually.
Ooh. I'm gonna throw a few other genres in there, or maybe just one other genre. I would say definitely number one for me would be the guys from Periphery. I'm sure you guys know Periphery.
Yeah.
I love Periphery. They just everything they touch is like gold to me. I just love it. Definitely them. I would say just to make like my 11-year-old self happy, probably Black Veil Brides as well. Their music is the reason that I started playing guitar. So definitely them. And then there's a really small band that's kind of like a jazz fusion kind of band. They're called Pump Action. And they seem like pretty cool dudes, and their music is pretty killer. So I think I'd throw them in there just to maybe give the audience a break. And they seem fun to hang out with too. So,
okay, fair enough. Danny, what you got?
Yeah, I was. I mean, there's so many different bands that I mean would just be like unreal, like a dream come true. But you know, I think someone like Young Blood would be really awesome. Like, I love his message, and just being able to be part of like a blood fest kind of thing would be like, you know, life changing. And I don't know, like I'm a huge fan of Paramore, so I know it's a little bit out of our genre, but them would be insane.
It's your show. It's your lineup.
Apparently Paramore's going to start going more metal. That's what I heard.
I've seen clips of Hayley Williams screaming a little bit. She sounds pretty good.
From what I heard, Hayley Williams is no longer in Paramore.
Oh.
Yeah, that is going around.
That's what I heard. I heard she is no longer in Paramore, and they are going to switch over to being more metal.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, especially like with me, because like I like Paramore a lot. Because I started out before I even got into metal, I was a pop punk kid. I was big into pop punk. Like when I was a kid, it was like Green Day and The Offspring and Good Charlotte and shit like that. Like that was. I started with pop punk. So when Paramore came out, I was like, all right, fuck yeah. Like I dig the shit out of this. And now with the way that they're supposedly going to be changing, that would be pretty exciting. But I dig Paramore with you. That's a good choice.
Thank you. And then like the last option would be like this smaller band called Wilt. I've just been like listening to all of their songs lately, and I feel like they've got a very similar sound.
Yeah, Wilt's great.
Familiar.
They're great.
I think I've come across them before.
You definitely know them from TikTok. You've absolutely heard their songs. You just might not be familiar because they are pretty new.
Now you've got me because I recognize the name. I'm like, this might be one of the bands that's been on my watch list.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Okay, yep. I've already found it. I was like, let me pull up my list and see. Yeah, they are on there. They are on my list.
That's
All
awesome.
right, cool. All right, what you got, girl?
Okay, obvious choice. I know you two already know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Pierce the Veil. I love Pierce the Veil. I would jump in front of a bus for Vic. I love him. I started music because of Pierce the Veil. So definitely Pierce the Veil. Like, if you hear this, Pierce the Veil, please. Second obvious choice, Evanescence, because like that's just obvious. She's been a big inspiration. I love her sound. I love her music. You know, she really inspired me personally. And then this is so hard because I have so many homies I would love to tour with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. Tomorrow's June. I love them. They're my homies. They make great music. They're great guys. Definitely, we need a tour with them.
And
Well, I love the fact that you guys are throwing in some lesser known bands, because a lot of times when I ask that question, one, it's kind of a way to kind of see what your influences are and what you guys like outside of your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like hearing like, hey, I would take a smaller band, because we don't really hear that a lot. A lot of people are like Metallica, fucking AC/DC, like going for like the top of the fucking echelon. And for like me, if I'm going on tour, like I want to go on tour with friends.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
That's my thing. So it's like me, the bands I would name are probably bands that a lot of people haven't even fucking heard of, but I'm personal friends with them, and I know that I would have a damn good fucking time on that tour with them. So it's cool that you guys threw out some lesser known names.
You have to,
All
you
right,
have to like the people that you tour with, or otherwise you're gonna be miserable.
Well, yeah, you got to think like you guys got to do, if you're going on like a 30-something city tour, that's a long time. That's a long tour that you guys got to work together every day with all of those other bands.
Mhm.
So if you're going to do that, you need to be with people that you like and that you can tour with. Otherwise, that tour is going to be fucking miserable.
Yep.
For sure.
Because I've been on some miserable tours, and it's not fucking fun. If you don't get along and you guys can't like mesh, it's horrible. It's not a good time.
No.
And that will also reflect in your performances, because if you guys are pissed off and in a bad mood because you just got into a fight with the fucking other band and all that shit, dude, that shit goes up on stage, and it does not pan well. All right, Meg, you're up.
Okay. So for each one of you, what lit the fire for you to start doing music?
Ooh, are we talking like writing or just like pursuing our own?
I guess pursuing it like in such an
Okay.
open way, not just as like a hobby.
You guys first.
I can go first.
All right,
Like,
good.
I started out like in like the marching band side of everything, and I'd like done concert band and jazz band, all that kind of stuff. And what inspired me was like around like middle school, before like even getting into like marching band. There's like I don't know if you guys are familiar with like Drum Corps International or like Winter Guard International.
Yeah.
And so I like did all of that like through high school, but you know, even before that, like watching there's like this group called Rhythm X, and they had a show in 2013. It was called like The Man in the Arena, and it's based off the Theodore Roosevelt poem like The Man in the Arena, and it's all about like you know, like I would rather try and fail than to have never tried, and you know, have not done that. And so music has always been like, you know, like I struggle with like, you know, mental illness, and you know, I've like had like dark times in my life, and music has always been that thing that I can like fall back to, and it's always like brought me like a sense of community and knowing I'm not alone, and you know, just being able to like try and be that for someone else, be that for our audience, or just do it for myself even, like that's what really inspires me to like get out and drum. And I'm so like happy that we're able to like send the right messages through our music and really touch on things that matter to us.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Who's next?
I guess
Go ahead.
for me.
Come on, girl, bring it.
For me personally, it's so funny because I grew up in a musician household and I did not want to be anything like like them. I was like, I don't want to do music. I want to play sports. So like in high school, I played like football. Like I did all like the manliest sports just to like tick them off. But I eventually like started really getting into Pierce the Veil again because I've always been into them. But I was in like a really dark time in my life about like 19 to 20, I would say like 24. And I was like just in a bad relationship, like just not happy, like just bad situation altogether. And like when I left the person, I like really found like the music of like Pierce the Veil comforting, and like I started like really like I've always sang and always wanted to sing, but I never wanted like I never went for it. And I realized like I wasted all of this time doing something I wasn't happy with doing. Why not do the one thing that I have always dreamed of doing and avoided of doing? And Pierce the Veil kind of like really opened that for me again and like helped me get through all of that. So I was like, I want to be that for other people. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I only have this one life. So I'm just gonna fully go for it and fully like send it. So I did. So I just really want to be like that to someone else. Like I want to inspire someone else in a dark time and help them get out of it through like the music. That's why we preach about mental health. Like that's why I use my Discord for that. We have like venting channels, resource channels, all in the Discord. Just because I want that message to be a strong one, because I do care about those things, and I do want people to feel like a sense of family with our music. So I think that's kind of why it all started for me.
Okay. All right, Gavin, what you got?
I think mine is probably pretty similar. I just kind of grew up around it. Kind of everybody was always like whistling and humming and singing in my house, and like always playing music all the time. My dad and my grandpa played guitar. They're more like country, kind of like pick it up for 10 minutes and put it down, maybe strum and sing along a little bit. And then when I got into middle school, I started listening to like kind of some hard rock, pop punk, early stuff. I loved Green Day, Blink-182, stuff like that. And my dad had an acoustic guitar, and I got into Black Veil Brides. That was like my gateway. And I just remember like hearing their music for the first time. That was like the first, because Black Veil Brides is like almost like thrash metal mixed with like, they have like very thrashy, fast guitars, but the vocals are like smooth and rock. And I hadn't heard guitars like that before. So I started trying to learn their songs on my dad's acoustic guitar. And he kind of picked up on it, and he was like, hey man, that's not what you need to be playing this kind of music on. So I was like 11, and he bought me like my first like really shitty electric guitar. But it was great, and I loved it, and I played it until it probably didn't work anymore. And just kind of just never stopped and progressed from there, and got into different music and started playing different stuff. He also, like several years later, ended up buying me like my first DAW so I could like record on my computer and like start writing music and stuff. So that's how like I got into the production side and writing as well. So similar. And I was in bands too, just like Danny, like just anything I could do with music, I was just all over it all the time. So
I feel bad. I'm going to say this, and this is, y'all, please don't judge me. I have no idea what Black Veil Bride sounds like.
I am judging you.
Why?
they're very,
I don't
very
know.
like emo kid, cringy, very emo band. I definitely listen to them less now, but back in the day, man.
Back in the day.
I'm seeing them this Saturday.
I mean, my first band that got me into like music was Motorhead, and it was Lemmy who made me want to be a bass player. Why I started playing bass. But when I switched over to like actual like metal, the very first band I ever heard was Cold Chamber, and then I became a huge Marilyn Manson fan, and I just got darker and darker. So like all the shit I started getting into was like deathcore shit, like fucking Chelsea Grin and Suicide Silence and Whitechapel and the Red Chord. And then I got into prog metal with like Tool and Meshuggah and some of these more progressive bands, Spirit Box. And so I never went to like the like emo side, which is weird because I was a pop punk kid, and you would have thought that I would have went that way, but I never did.
It's the natural progression.
Like Pierce the Veil, I just listened to them for the first time like 2 months ago.
No
Wow.
Oh,
Mind blowing.
I never did listen to them. I actually like the Pierce the Veil. I actually have a couple of their songs on my playlist now that I was like, all right, these guys are cool. I know they've been around forever, but I never got into that side of rock and metal. So
missed
Black Veil
out.
Bride, I know who they are, and they've played like I go to Welcome to Rockville every year. Like we're going, it's in like 3 weeks. And they've played Rockville, but I never went to go see them because there was always other bands that I wanted to see more. And I'm like, I don't really know who they are. So I'm going to go watch this band. Now, I guess I'm going to have to fucking look them up and listen.
You gotta check them out. Some of their older stuff, their
Our
self-titled
after show homework.
Yeah.
All right. I got homework. All right, CB, you're up, bro.
So if you guys could create a item for your merch table, and it could be a random item, it could be a goofy item, something funny, what would it be?
You go ahead. Go ahead.
It would be a duck, like a rubber ducky.
A duck.
Okay.
All right.
The color
We,
of your
It makes sense. Our fandom's called the Ducklings. So it's because I did this video where I had a friend throw ducks at me while singing "Bring Me the Horizon," and they just ate that up, and they're like, "We want to be the Ducklings." So I would have just a bunch of little ducks, like the rubber ones that are like emo ducks.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. It's kind of funny. I actually have a duck right here that our other roommate bought me, but I'm a big Black Sabbath fan. I'm fucking old, so I've got a little fucking Aussie duck
Yeah, that's sick.
here on my little fucking desk with me all the time.
That's
That's pretty. We've had a lot of crazy answers to that, which I'm glad it was something a little bit more G-rated because normally it has been X-rated every time. We've had shout out to the band Unsettled from Ohio. They went through a whole thing about having unsettled dildos. That was the thing. We've had nipple pasties. We've had all kinds of wild ass shit.
insane.
Oh god.
The most easy one of the most easiest questions, and it's one of the ones that is like went like way off left field so many times. So all right, that's cool. I dig it. So if you guys say metal and hard rock did not exist, didn't even fucking exist ever, what type of music do you think you would play?
We were just
Oh,
making jokes. We were literally just making jokes that we should just become a country band, okay? Like,
I do such a good impression. It's really bad.
she does such a spot on country accent that I think we could do it.
Okay, fair enough. Gavin, what you got? He's like, I don't even want to touch this.
I'm not a big country. I grew up listening to country, but like never played it a lot. I think I'd definitely be like into the kind of jazz fusion-y stuff. I really enjoy that. So
No, so I was born and raised in Oklahoma. So country was force-fed down my fucking throat, and I hated it. I hated it so fucking bad, and I still cannot stand country to this. Well, the closest thing to country I'll listen to is Bill Murray. That's the closest thing to fucking country that you can get me to listen to, because I actually really like Bill Murray, but I won't. No, hell no. I don't want nothing to fucking do with it. I always tell anybody if metal and rock didn't exist, I'd be in a ska band. Because I love ska. Like, one of my favorite bands while I was growing up was the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Loved them. Still love them. And then, of course, I liked No Doubt. And I was really big into them back when MTV was actually MTV. Now, rest in peace, MTV is no longer a thing. But, yeah, I totally would have done ska. All right, Meg, you're up.
What's a random skill and or hobby that you have that is not music related?
Uh-oh.
She's hiding. She's like, I don't even want to
All
touch
I do is music. They live, breathe, eat, sleep.
Yep. I drum
That's
all
so
the
hard.
time.
I don't do anything but that all day long. I mean, like,
That's awesome.
Gavin, you go first, buddy.
I mean, mine's easy. The only other thing I do besides go to work and do music is jujitsu. I've been doing Brazilian
Okay.
jiu-jitsu for like I think like 5 years now, purple belt. So
All right.
that's all though. That's all I do.
Okay, fair enough.
I've been recently trying to get back into like reading, but no, I mean I pretty much just drum all the time. Like, I wish I was like into more stuff. Like I love Legos, but I just can't afford them anymore.
I
Oh
can't
yeah,
even keep
Legos
up.
are expensive.
It's all right. Mine and CB's hobby is extremely expensive.
It's not that
It's
expensive.
fucking Magic the Gathering is fucking expensive. God, good God, it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's fun as hell. We love doing it, but good God, is it expensive? I barely got into it, and I've already dropped like fucking $400 on the shit.
I don't know. I don't have hobbies.
Like,
I literally
no.
don't do anything like besides music all day long. Like I email people, I do live. Like I don't have a life outside of music. Like
Well, what's something that you collect?
I collect
Uh-oh.
I don't collect anything. I don't know. I collect like nice clothes, I guess.
Sorry, I collect Star Wars Funko Pops.
That's so cool.
Well, I just moved, so like I don't really own a lot of things right now. I'm thinking. I feel like I'm like this is so sad because it's just like wow, she has no personality.
No, music. Like people don't understand. Music consumes your life because it's the same thing with me. Like, so we
Yeah.
play Magic as like that's our like getaway from if I'm starting to feel burnt out, and both me and him are like, we're tired, we're burnt out, we got work, we got music, it's just getting overwhelming. We'll get in and sit here and fucking play Magic together just to get outside of that and just get a fresh start on something. But like music does it when you get into it and you want it that bad, it consumes your entire fucking life.
Yeah.
And music is like 90% of my day. Even when I'm at my regular day job, I'm still on the phone promoting or doing this or doing that, emailing this person, talking to this person, on the phone with this person. And people don't realize now how much behind the scenes shit goes on just to get to the point of playing on a stage or recording music. There's so much that goes into it, and people don't realize that.
Well, let's
No.
not, don't forget the whole social media aspect of it too. That takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, that's like fucking 70% of being in a band is being on social media all the time, which if you guys weren't, you probably wouldn't be sitting here with us right now. So
Right.
Yeah.
it's literally what led to this whole entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys could work with any band or producer for an entire day, who would you want to work with? Help you write a song, whatever you want.
I don't want to work with Flyleaf because I feel like we have such a similar sound to that, and I've been listening like literally my whole life, so I feel like it'd be awesome.
I'm actually excited. We actually get to see them for the first time in a few weeks. So they're playing Welcome to Rockville. So we're gonna go catch them. I've seen Lacey Sturm by herself, but I've never seen Flyleaf. So I'm pretty excited about seeing the actual band, not just her. So that'd be pretty dope.
I'd pick Evanescence.
Obviously.
Right.
I need my mom's help,
Well played, girl. I mean, Evanescence is. I mean, they're fucking amazing, and your vocals. I would put your vocals up against her any day of the week because you are phenomenal. You're very good. You do sound a lot like her, but you still have your own style. Like I wouldn't sit there say this chick just sounds absolutely identical to her, because you still have your own.
Yeah.
And you guys still have your own sound.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be a very good one to work with. I mean, they've been around for they've been around since I was a kid. So that's a long fucking time that they've been
they're
doing.
still putting out music. Like they've got other whole new album coming out.
Yeah.
I seen that. I did see that. I've never got the chance to see them live. I've always wanted to see them live. I've never got a chance to. The 1 year they played Welcome to Rockville was the year that I could not fucking go, and I was pissed.
Man.
I was like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
All right, Gavin, what you got?
Sorry, my laptop died.
Oh, you're good. I think maybe it's recency bias too, but there's a band. I heard about them last year and I started listening to them a lot, and every single thing they put out is nuts. They're called Holy Water, and I think I would really want to work with them. They have such a unique sound, and every single member of that band is like so talented, and it's just crazy. I've never heard music like they make before. It's just so interesting and different. So
that's how I felt when I heard Sleep Token the first time.
Yeah, just very different. Yeah, that's the same vibe
Yeah.
I get. They're in a genre, but it's so different than what everybody else is doing that it's like this is very refreshing.
I've always been attracted to bands like that, because like some of my favorite bands were like, I was really big into I Wrestled a Bear once. I don't know if y'all know who they are.
Mhm.
I loved them because they were so just off the wall and fucking intense and shit that you'd never heard before, and they weren't scared to experiment with anything. Like they were not afraid. And it was the same thing with like bands like the Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza. I fucking love them. If you don't know who they are, go look them up, because those dudes are fucking intense. And they just came back after like a 12-year hiatus. So they're along the same lines, but I really like bands that kind of genre bend and bring in other shit. Like I know with our band with Neohex, I like to bring in a lot of shit like piano and violin and cello and stuff like that. And I love where metal and hard rock is going, because all of them are just toying with all these different shit and not being afraid to like go outside of the box.
Yeah. I agree.
That's dope. All right, Meg, you're up.
Okay. What's a sound that y'all are currently like experimenting with on the topic of experimental genres?
Oh, this is a good question. We've been struggling with this a little bit. I think maybe we're trying to experiment too much is the issue.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no such thing as too much.
Well, I don't know about that one.
How would you
Hey,
like the new song, Gavin? Like a little bit, like just a little bit. We're not gonna like give it away, but
I'll say that I think we've been experimenting with like creeping into like heavier territory, which is like definitely my wheelhouse. Like sometimes I send them things and I'm like, what do you guys think about this? And I can tell that they're both like, that might be a little much for what we're doing here, which is fine. And I get it. But I think finally like we're stepping that direction. I think it's just a matter of like, instead of throwing away our old sound and like completely hopping to something that we want to try, I think this like the struggle is trying to like kind of take what we know we're good at and mix it together. Yeah. With something new that we're trying. So
I feel like pressure is a little bit of a taste of that though.
Yeah,
honestly.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. But I would say, yeah, we're getting into a little bit heavier territory. So we have a new song. We've been cooking on it. I really like this one. I think everyone likes it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
we understand that. We do. Thoroughly.
Yeah. It takes time sometimes to find the sound that you actually want, like the sound that's actually like, this is us.
Trust me, we've been toying around with EDM, and I went a little too heavy on the. And Yeah,
I was like,
I was like, never mind. We're going to scrap that song. I went too far. My bad.
EDM's good though. I love EDM.
Now we're sounding like a fucking EDM band that's dabbling into metal instead of a metal band that's dabbling into EDM.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm starting to feel like Skrillex. All right, we got. No, went too far.
2015.
All right, CB.
All right. So, with your guys' experience so far, what advice would you give to somebody who's trying to start a band?
Social media for sure.
Yeah.
My advice is make sure you have people that you like in your band because you have to be with and work with them. It's like a marriage. Like you have to date around before you find the perfect team of people. So really make sure you like the people you're working with because if not, it's just a recipe for disaster. And then, you make goals every single day, even if it's big or small, always take steps and work towards the music career every single day. You have to, whether it's posting on social media or if it's writing music or just doing like something as simple as singing or playing guitar, like anything and everything you can to improve yourself daily to get to the end goal of where you want to be, do that. That's like my biggest piece of advice I can give.
It's actually really good piece of advice.
Yeah. I would probably just write off the last part of that and just say I think the last couple of years, a huge reason why I've been so interested in music and pursuing it is just because I've been doing it. I think just if you enjoy it and you do it a lot, eventually you get, you might not be the best, but you're good at it. And I think just continuing to try to work on that and improve areas that you want to improve. For me, playing guitar, I try to practice every day, and doing production stuff, I try to do some of that at least a few times a week just to kind of, keep myself sharp and just practice and get good at what your role is in the band.
Nope, I understand that. Chemistry is everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. Just like a regular relationship. It's like you guys said it perfect. It is basically a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not right, it's going to collapse.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing
Very, very hard. Very difficult.
It's like I've been playing music since I was in bands since I was 16, 17 years old, and I'm about to be 43 in October. And I always knew at a certain point that I wanted a female vocalist because the way that I write, it's more geared towards a female vocalist. It took me fucking 10 years to find Meg. 10 years of going through vocalist after vocalist after vocalist till I met Meg, and it just fucking connected. But when it connects, and it connects, you better fucking fight like hell to keep that shit because that's when you're moving towards something correctly.
Aww.
That should be your fucking priority is that right there. All right, so God damn it, I had the fucking question. I just totally forgot. Oh, yes. So if you guys could have a drink labeled after your band, what type of drink would it be? Alcohol.
Ooh.
I was going to say we're going to go with energy drinks because 2 out of the 3 I've seen have been drinking an energy drink.
I mean, if you want to go add energy drink to it, dude, adding energy drink to alcohol is a terrible idea.
No, it's great. It's great.
No.
Biggest bombs. Woo.
I agree with you, Meg. I would think personally it would be vodka cranberry, but you have to put Red Bull in it because I'm just so crazy all the time. So
that sounds so good. Actually,
it's basic, but also
good idea.
Hearing the word Red Bull just brings shivers down my spine. That's a whole nother story. That involved Red Bull and Jaeger. No, that was not a fun night. Not a fun night.
I remember I tried a Four Loko one time, and
that's even
Major
worse.
Loco.
Oh, God.
I don't know how that shit's even legal.
Well, they changed the formula, So
Yeah, they took it off the shelf for a long time, and they came back with it, but it was dangerous.
I'll tell you all the Jaeger story off air. It's quite graphic. Maybe a little too graphic. All right, fair enough. Gavin, what you got? Same?
Oh, I don't even know.
You a beer guy, liquor guy?
I definitely like beer more than like
Hell
liquor.
yeah.
I think it depends on the vibe though. Like if I'm trying to just like have a few, but I want to feel pretty good, then like, mixed drinks the way to go. But if I'm just chilling, taking it easy, definitely beer.
See, I'm primarily a beer guy. Like
Yeah.
every once in a while, I'll do liquor, but it's like bourbon on the rocks. That's it. I don't want nothing mixed in it. I don't want no Coke, no nothing like that.
Yeah.
Just straight bourbon on rocks.
Yeah, usually liquor is not pretty for me. It ends up kind of being bad news typically.
It's clear liquor. I cannot do clear liquor at all.
Oh yeah.
Period. In the story. I don't know why my stomach doesn't like it, but it does not like it, and I will be hugging the porcelain god.
Yep.
Very, very quickly. But whiskey, any kind of whiskey, bourbon, scotch, that I'm fine with. But anything else, this motherfucker over here, not Meg, the other motherfucker, is a tequila drinking fucking son of a bitch. I don't know how this man can consume as much tequila as he can, but I don't know if he's like fucking part Mexican. I have no idea, but he can drink tequila like nobody's goddamn business.
It's like water, man.
Watching him drink tequila makes me drunk.
ugh,
That's right.
it's rough. Tequila's
Yeah.
never.
It's all bad.
Usually the nights don't end well if it's a tequila night.
With him, he's fine. I watched him drink half a. We had the bass player of Silver Cell come over here and hang out with us one night, and we were watching. I think it was it during my birthday? Was it my birthday? It might have been my birthday.
It was a football game.
Yeah, it was the Jaguars against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he came over, and this fool drinks over half a fucking handle of tequila. And is acting like he didn't even change. Like I'm just like
Feeling a little nauseous thinking
dude,
about
I
that.
was feeling nauseous watching him, and I'm like, how is this man still standing? How is he still even functioning?
Yeah.
And it's a work night. We had to work the next day,
Yeah.
and it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, and he's still sitting there chugging tequila like it's fucking water. And I'm like, I tap out. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, no way.
No.
I'm out.
It was
All right,
good.
Meg, you're up.
Okay. So you talk about mental health a lot. What does burnout look like for you individually? And then how do you kind of pull yourself kind of like out of that?
For me personally, burnout for me is just, like I it's hard to explain because for myself personally, I haven't been like super burnt out lately. But I do have weeks where like it's hard, just like everyone else. Like we all have our personal struggles, I'm sure. But most of the time, literally, it's just music. Like I will write a song. If like it's like every song I write is like a diary to me. That is how I explain my feelings. That's how I get things off my chest. Like if I'm heartbroken, I'm gonna write a song about it. If you hurt me, you best better believe you're gonna get a song about it.
All right, Taylor, easy.
But even like anything I go through, like every song's personal. It's really like the only thing that helps me feel better. No amount of like talking to anyone, nothing helps me except releasing it like through song form, and because I know that like someone else is going to feel the same, and it can help them know they're not alone, and they can be like, oh, this person feels how I feel. I'm not alone in this. I can get through it. So that's why I've always written songs. Even like at 5, I'd be like, da, 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 like my mom didn't give me chocolate. I'm so sad. Like I've always been.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the
How about
other
you,
two.
Danny?
I don't know. I feel like burnout for me, like I'm always drumming like that. Like it's like a physical thing. Like it's like a release, and so like I'm always like tapping on stuff and things like that. But it can be hard when you have like these outside pressures when it comes to like, oh, am I like going to be good enough for the stage? Am I, you know, or we have all these songs that we have to finish and this kind of like crunch. And I know like when I am having like all these other things happening in my life, I feel like it really just takes like the fun out of drumming. But, you know, I think just being able to like learn how to go back to like the basics, like why do I love drumming, instead of like sitting there worrying about all that kind of stuff, just like the physical act of it, going back to that really helps me get through that burnout, because, you know, I love doing it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, what you got, Gavin?
Yeah, I think for me, it's kind of, I think I definitely go, I hit it pretty hard sometimes, especially because I think like just playing guitar, I don't think I really get burnout on that. It's kind of, you know, sometimes even if I don't want to practice, it can be just kind of a mindless, like put YouTube on, kind of do my little practice routine and I'm done or whatever if I really don't want to play that day. But I think in terms of like writing music and especially the production side of it, I definitely get burnout. There was a period of time, kind of like right after we got together and started having all these ideas, probably around like November. I work for the government and we were on a furlough. So I was off for like a month straight. And at the time I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. Like, I'm in this band. We have all these ideas we want to work on. I have all this time to get all this music done. And so I just went crazy. I think I've never worked on music like that in my life. It was like 1 month, like, song after song after song. I was just cranking them out, like recording my parts. Like Danny would send me his drum parts and I would program them in and I would do all the other production. And like, once I started going back to work and I was like getting off of work and I'd come home and I'd work on stuff, I was like, dude, I have got to slow down. Like I just got to the point where I would come home and I'd be like, man, I just really don't want to work on this right now. Like, you know, I've heard this chorus 40 times in an hour. And I think it's, for me, good to just kind of step back from the writing and the production and maybe just like play my guitar for the reason that I started doing it, which is just to jam and, you know, play songs that I like and just kind of do it for fun, as opposed to like feeling like I have to produce like an end product, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, CB, you're up.
What is the weirdest food combination that you like to eat as a snack?
Do, do, do.
Like,
Oh, there we go.
a pickle and put hot Cheetos into it and then hot sauce on it, and it's so good. So good.
What
I
is that
said
again?
pickle. You take a pickle, you put hot Cheetos in it, and you just pour like Frank's on it, and it's so fire.
You just made CB throw up in his mouth.
Me and my sister do one similar. We take a pickled jalapeno and make sure the core's gone, and then you put cream cheese and Takis in there with some tahini. That's good.
Ooh, I gotta try that next. That sounds so
Yeah.
good. That sounds good.
I'm down with any of them except for CB cannot stand pickles.
Don't even,
I
I don't even
love
want to get the
pickles.
jar open.
He won't. If I open a jar of pickles, he's gone. You want him out of a room, just open a jar of pickles. He's gone. Done. All right, Danny, what you got?
I don't think I don't eat anything like weird like that. I've been, seeing chicken
We
tenders.
see the look over there.
I don't believe
Gavin?
Fair enough. I think really the only weird thing I can think of is I don't do it so much anymore, but I used to make pumpkin oatmeal. And I loved it.
Okay.
I still love
That's
it.
good.
I just take
I'm a basic white bitch. I'll go for anything pumpkin.
oh, I love it. It's great. I put all kinds of stuff in there.
Yeah, I'm basic white bitch. And the only
yeah.
thing I'm missing is the fucking Uggs and the fur coat because I'll fucking go full on.
Oh yeah, I'm a big pumpkin guy. So yeah, it's kind of weird though. Everybody I've ever like showed or tried to like put on it, they're kind of like, pumpkin oatmeal, huh? But it's good.
Yeah, that's just good. Anything
Yeah,
pumpkin is good.
Really.
Anything. It don't fucking matter what.
I swear you ate something the other day, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "You don't do this," and I was like, "No." What was
I
that?
have no idea.
You know what I'm talking about though, because we had that conversation.
We had that conversation. I think nobody gets mad that I eat tomatoes. That's normal.
Tomatoes are gross.
I love tomatoes.
I will agree, tomatoes are gross, but I like ketchup. It's a weird thing.
Same.
See, I'm not the only one.
I
I
think
used to be
mine.
that way until I had a homegrown tomato. Now that's a totally different animal than the tomatoes you get at the store.
It's the
I think that's what we
texture.
were talking about. It's like I love a tomato, and you just like cut it, and you put salt, and you just eat it right from the garden.
Yeah,
It's the texture.
that's the way to do it.
I can't do it.
This is why you're my drummer.
Like here, seafood is God where I live, and the big thing here, our really big thing here is oysters. Oysters is everything. Most people eat oysters with hot sauce. Now, I do love hot sauce and I love spicy shit. But one of the things that I do that a lot of people I haven't seen them do, and everybody looks at me weird when I do it, I really love raw oysters with lemon juice.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Pretty
That was
good.
good though.
I've seen that
Dude, you've
before.
no idea how many people look at me strange as fuck. Because like here, like in Carolina, most people will do like oyster on a cracker and hot sauce.
Mhm.
And that's what they do. Me, I'm just like half shell, lemon, a little bit of salt, fucking down the hatch. And they're just like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like people are staring at me. And I'm like, I like the shit. Leave me alone.
Mhm.
It is good. It's fucking awesome. Y'all ever come to Carolina? Come on, we'll take you out. We'll take you to a good restaurant.
Oh,
We'll go.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. So on that, we have hit the end. Although for you guys that are watching, that you are interested in what they sound like, we're actually going to play one of their songs, Pressure. Please go check them out on all their social media accounts. If they're playing near you, don't be a pussy. Buy some tickets. Go see them. Go buy a shirt. Support these bands. That's what we're out here to do. On that, here is Pressure. We love you guys. We will see you again next Tuesday.
Thanks, guys.
Holding on too much, gave up everything to be your legend.